How's it going, geeks and gamers? It's Inferno again. It's been a little while since I've recorded. Obviously, you guys are seeing this on the schedule, but it's so good to be able to record after 2 weeks of not recording, so I'm really excited to get back into doing this. But, anyways, in the last episode, if you missed it, we battled Alistair in the Ghost-type gym, and, Carrie evolved, and so did Trix, so Trix is now Cinderace, but I thought that it would be appropriate to, get Carrie fully evolved, so, I did a little bit of transferring and stuff, but I got Carrie to be a Dusknoir. All I had to do was I got a Reaper Cloth in my sword game, and then I transferred my data to my brother Switch and traded with myself. I know, pretty cool, right? I traded with myself. Nothing negative about that there, but yeah. So Carrie's fully evolved now, and I decided to add Phillip, who was an Applin when we caught it, but now it's an Appleton. So I think that after losing the last dragon type we were supposed to have, I think that a grass dragon type is a pretty strong choice to have. So that's the full team right there. We have a completely full team, but now we're going to make our way over to Balinley City, but we're of course going to go through the Glimwood Tangle, the famous Glimwood Tangle here, where we found out who Galarian Ponyta was. I don't know if you guys watched that whole 24-hour stream. I mean, I don't think anybody watched the full thing unless you're poor Joe Merrick, who just wanted to update stuff for Cerebi, but I did watch a lot of it, and, you know, I think we were all expecting something a little bit more than just one Pokemon, but I guess our encounter is a Spritzee, so I was expecting a Ponyta or even an Impidimp, but I guess I'll take a Spritzee. It's not like I'm planning on using it right now, and I was probably not gonna use whatever we were gonna get. Oh, I forget that I don't have quick balls in this game, obviously. Alright, I'm a little unsure about attacking this thing, but, here, I'm gonna throw one Great Ball at it and see how good we can do with that, if it catches it. Then I'll use a Dusk Ball. Oh, I for a second there, I was like, is it actually going to catch it? Alright. Spritzing knows Psychic already at level 35. It's not that shocking, but still pretty shocking. Alright, let's see if a Dusk Ball works, since, you know, we're in the middle of a forest here. Alright. Can we do it? Alright, we caught it with a Dusk Ball. Alright. Spritzee was caught. What to name a Spritzee? Alright, I got a pretty good name. I mean, it's not like it's top tier, but yeah, it's good enough to name it and most likely never use it again. So there we go. Sending you to a box. See you later, team. Alright, well, we got our encounter, so at least that is through. Now we just gotta make our way through, and here, I'm gonna switch out, because there's gonna be people using ghost types and psychic types in here, possibly fairy types, so Carrie might be a good candidate to keep in the front, but we haven't used Cinderace, like, almost at all since it evolved, so we'll put Trix in the front here. Oh, I guess it's a perfect time to ask the question of the day. Today's question of the day is, what is your favorite final evolution for the Generation 8 starters? So, obviously, I was choosing Sobble from the start. That was inevitable. But Scorbunny is what I landed on in this playthrough because, one, you know, before I wanted to use Grookey, but like I said in the first episode, everybody was using Grookey if you weren't using Sobble. I didn't see very many people using Scorbunny, so I decided to go with Scorbunny for the Nuzlocke. But another reason is because Cinderace is my favorite final evolution of the 3 starters, so I thought that it was the best option to go for because of that reason. But yeah, just let me know what your favorite of the three is. I forgot what it said that he was sending out, so Sinistee. That's right. Well, obviously I can just use Shadow Ball. Now for the Gigantamax forms, obviously I think that Inteleon has the best Gigantamax form. Shiinotic, it's grass type, I can do that. Honestly, I think it's like the complete opposite, like my opinions for the final evolutions for their Gigantamax forms, because I feel like they could have done more with Cinderace than just putting it on a giant flame orb and giving it longer ears. Like, I feel like they could have done a little bit more, like make it more sporty, have something to do with soccer or something like that. And then, crap, I'm blanking on that's funny. Rillaboom, that's the name. Rillaboom's Gigantamax form. It's pretty cool, but it's not like the greatest. Like, Inteleon gets a whole sniper tower, and not only does it get a sniper tower, that sniper tower is made out of its tail. Like, its tail just becomes super long, and it's just standing on its own tail and sniping people. Like, who thought that something like that could be so cool? But, you know, honestly, Inteleon has the most underwhelming design of the three evolutions of the starters. I mean, I warmed up to it obviously after actually using it, but still believe they kind of went with much better design, because when the leaks came out describing what Inteleon would look like, saying that Soble's final evolution would get a spy theme, I kind of, you know, I kind of suspected they were making it like skinny the way that Inteleon is. I didn't expect it to be like a twig. I was expecting something more, you know, trench coat, wearing a detective hat, stuff like that, you know. But they ended up making him look super skinny, and you know, it's something you definitely have to get used to if you're willing to, you know, actually get attached to it. But I've definitely gotten attached to it, so Inteleon's not as bad as people were making it out to be. You know, people have their own opinions and everything, and there's still people that think that Inteleon is terrible, but, you know, I warmed up to Incineroar in Gen 7, and even Primarina. I think that there's absolutely nothing wrong with thinking that Inteleon is a better design than you might think, so, yeah. So, fun fact, when Gen 7 came out, I actually, hadn't really considered choosing my starter, because I was really concerned about getting the game, and, you know, I hadn't really gotten into the Sun and Moon information, until I was really given the chance to get that information, and really decide if I was going to get the game or not. So, choosing my starter was kind of almost literally a last second thing, because the day I was getting the game, I was deciding what my starter was going to be. But, I was deciding between Litten and Rowlet, and I ended up choosing Rowlet because of how oh, I forgot that it's, oh my god, I keep on thinking this thing is psychic. Anyways, so I decided on Rowlet because I thought that the Archer theme for Decidueye was probably the best. Well, I thought that it was the best design of the final evolution of the three starters, but after using Decidueye, I actually got a Poplio and a Wonder Trade, which I was really excited about for some reason, and the Poplio ended up getting like way higher levels on my team than my Rowlet did, so I ended up having a Primarina before I had a Decidueye. So I kind of got attached to Primarina, not more than Decidueye, but I got attached to it enough to the point where I was actually considering it to be one of, like, maybe the best starter. But then I thought, well, I have a Primarina and I have a Decidueye, why don't I have an Incineroar? So I had to have Incineroar on my team to complete the trio. But that wasn't when the attachment for Incineroar for me came. That actually came when I got Sun, because I had gotten Moon at first. After practicing driving with my stepdad, I went to GameStop and I turned in a bunch of old games that I didn't want, and I got a copy of Sun with the money I got from it. So looks like that's all we can battle in Glimwood Tangle here. But I chose Litten as my starter in Pokemon Sun, and Pokemon Sun ended up being the version that I wanted to complete the dex in. So I went through that game with Incineroar. I decided not to get the other two starters like I had in Moon. And Incineroar, my Pokemon Sun team is probably one of my favorite teams of all time, because I gained I think 4 of my favorites came from my Pokemon Sun team, because I grew a larger attachment to Incineroar, Vanillux. I got put on my team because I got a Vanillite and a Wonder Trade beforehand, and I decided to use it on my team because why not? I had never used the Vanillite before. And then I had a Magnezone on my team, which I'm pretty sure that's one of my honorable mentions. Magnezone used to be one of my top 10s, but you know, there's more Pokemon. And you guys, if you see my top 10 favorite Pokemon list, it definitely needs to be updated after Gen 8 coming out, because Surfetch'd is definitely up there as one of my favorites. So I definitely would need to update that. Let's see where we are at right now. Wow, we're only 13 minutes into the episode, guys. I feel like 2 gym episodes in a row might be a little bit too much. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we battle Marnie here, so let's see. So long story short, even after playing the Ultra games, in Ultra Sun, I chose Litten. Ultra Moon, I went with Rowlet, but Ultra Sun, I went with Litten as my partner, and that helped me grow even more of an attachment to Incineroar. And now the rest is history, and Incineroar is my mascot because of Smash Bros, like relevance of being in Smash Bros. He just seems like a pretty, you know, I hadn't seen anybody with Incineroar as their mascot, so I wanted to see what it was like. So how it would go of having Incineroar as my mascot. I think I'm going to do the gym challenge at least. I'm going to do the gym challenge at least, and we can start the next episode just battling Opal. So take the gym challenge real quick. Let's get started here. Episodes might even be shorter from now on, because obviously you guys noticed last episode was only 22 minutes long because I only did the gym. But so I've definitely grown more of an attachment with Incineroar as my mascot. Originally I chose Incineroar not only because no one had done it before, but because after accidentally getting the name Inferno Men, I had a Litten as my profile picture, and then when I actually decided to start doing YouTube, I thought, well, Litten might not be the best mascot for me. It was just my profile picture at the time, so I went with Incineroar. But I couldn't use other people's art that I hadn't paid for as my profile picture, obviously, so I actually had my friend Mark do my channel art, so that's what you see in my profile picture. So yeah, big kudos to Mark 2 for making my channel art. That happened way before I even made my first video on this channel. And yes, I do design my own layouts. I don't know if I've mentioned that. It doesn't take much Photoshop skill to design your own layouts, and I definitely have. Yes, I do know about Fairy type's weakness. It's both of these, so yes, that works. Anyways, so yeah, I really have grown a large attachment to Incineroar. Definitely still at number 4. If I had to edit my list of top 10, Surfetch would probably be at number 3, and Incineroar would stay at 4, Vanillix would stay at 2, Sceptile would stay at 1, but Charizard would have to be bumped up, possibly to the number 9 spot, because, you know, after Gigantamax Charizard, all of the appraisal for Charizard, it's just hard to love it anymore. It's really difficult for me to look at it and not see that it's getting all this treatment that it definitely does not deserve. Like, there are plenty of other Pokemon, even Gen 1 Pokemon, that haven't gotten the spotlight as much as Charizard, that definitely deserve it. Especially since Charizard got 2 Mega Evolutions. Like, that was only the beginning of it. I obviously wasn't concerned back then, because back then Charizard was my favorite Pokemon, but now we just need more opportunities for the other Pokemon. Question. Previous trainer's name. I have no idea. It was in that, right? Alright, good. But yeah, I might do an updated list at some point, but I haven't done that many lists, so it seems like maybe not the best idea to do the same list again. Speaking of which, I got a couple videos planned. I did say in my last episode, the Platinum Nuzlocke, that I wouldn't be able to do my Wants to Battle video that I was tagged in, but I got tagged by another content creator. So, as of recording this video, I'm currently working on getting that done. So we can get rid of one of these. That one makes it flinch, so. Yeah, Dive is a 2-turn move, I'll just get rid of that. Aromatisse, again. We'll switch out. Who do I have that could... I don't really have anything else. Aromatisse. But I am working on the Wants to Battle video right now, and since I was tagged by 2 people, I will be tagging 6 people in the challenge. Like a huge thank you to Birdkeeper Toby just for starting this, because it helps smaller content creators be seen, and I know that was most likely the initial reason why Birdkeeper Toby started this, but I just think that it's a really good idea to help people that need that little boost in making their content to keep on like pushing themselves to create that content. And you know, I've been in a little rough spot on being motivated to do my content because people are like making me not want to. But you know, let's go with omelets. Alright, I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop making content. I'm definitely gonna keep on making content, but you know, I've been down in the dumps about a couple of things, and I needed to keep myself motivated. So, I'm definitely gonna be tagging people that I believe should have the same type of audience that I have, or that people should check out, possibly for future collab opportunities. So you guys can look forward to that. But that video will be coming out sometime soon. And then another video I want to do, I want to start doing tier list videos, because those always seem fun to do. And I think that if you guys got my opinions on different categories of Pokemon, that would be much better than creating, you know, top 10 favorite Pokemon lists over and over again. So currently I don't know what type of top 10 list I will be doing, but you guys can at least look forward to some type. See, I'll use some type of tier list video, because I might just do it an order of like first forms of starters, second forms of starters, third forms of starters, Gigantamax forms, Mega Evolutions, regional variations, regional evolutions. There's just so many categories of Pokemon that I can make a tier list video about, so you guys can look forward to some very epic, if I do say so myself, tier list videos coming out soon. My sister and my family, as part of their support, they tell me that I should expand my content reach, and you know, most of my content is what I upload on the weekdays, which is what you're seeing now. Like the playthroughs, so weekends is usually supposed to be for like other category videos, so you guys can look forward to some other content like that pretty soon. But I'm pretty sure that was the last trainer, so there's that. We can just save right here. Yep, I'm gonna walk over here. Alright, so if you guys did enjoy this episode, make sure you leave a like. It is massively appreciated for you to like the video. It really lets me know that you guys are actually enjoying the content. Lets me know that I'm doing what I love as a passion for a reason, not just so I'm putting it on there. But likes are definitely one of the most important key factors to making content. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like, answer the question of the day down below, subscribe if you're new. This is Inferno Man Burning Out, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.